चलिए जी, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. And this is our session 2 for the design of high-rise building, in which these are the contents for the session 2, which is the divided into 3 parts, in which is the introduction to Etabs and SAFE. The second part is the modeling of the proposed 14-story building. And in third part, we'll be talking about the engineering architect introduction, that how do we discuss different things with architects and what are the different issues you may encounter during the design of high-rise building. The first part includes the introduction to Etab, and it includes the interface of the Etabs, its uses and different tools, the commands available in the Etabs. And the next is the introduction to SAFE, interface of the SAFE, uses and its different tools and commands available in the SAFE. मेरी आवाज स्लो है? हेलो, अब मेरी आवाज ठीक है कि स्लो है भी?
सर बहुत कम आवाज आ रही है आपकी.
अभी भी कम आ रही है?
जी सर अभी भी कम ही है.
एक सेकंड में हैंड्स फ्री लगा देता हूँ, फिर देखते हैं. जी, अब आवाज ठीक आ रही है? हेलो, हेलो.
सर हमारे पास तो ठीक आ रही है.
नहीं, अभी चेक कर ले, अभी ठीक आ रही है?
यस सर.
चले जी, ठीक है, कंटिन्यू करते. So let us go towards the softwares. And if you open the e-tabs, I think most of you will be familiar with the softwares. But let me introduce it a little bit for the new fresh engineers. That when you open this, so this model initiation tab will be open, and then you have to do your settings as your requirement, but you can use the default settings. You can also build up your own settings by clicking on this use built up settings with, and you can choose the units in which you want to work. For example, you are work using the ACI code, so you use this as USA US customary. And then if you are designing the steel, then you select the code accordingly. And if you're designing the concrete structure, then you have to select the concrete design code as per your requirement, whether you want to use the ACI 31814 or you want to use the other country code, for example, the Euro code, Hong Kong code, and this Indian code. And you can also use that. But normally that you leave this as the default setting and click on OK. So after that, another, please turn off your mic. So another tab will open and it says the new model pick templates, in which you can select the different options available, in which you can select the blank grid only for designing the steel dip, stagger presses, and we are interested in this. These are the concrete slabs and structure. This is the flat slab with perimeter beams, waffle slab, PU slab, and rib slab. And if I click on this, for example, the PU slab and rib slab, so if you're designing the rib slab, you have to check this. If you're designing the normal PU slab, you have to uncheck this, and then you have to define the different properties available. We will be discussing this later on. So let me click on OK and click OK. So after that, this is the total interface of the Etab, in which different tools are available. For example, on the top, there's different tabs. For example, the file, edit, view, define, draw. In the file, there are different options available. For example, the first one is the new model. If you want to create a new model, and if you want to open an existing, so I'm not going into in detail about this because you may know all of these already. If you want to import a file into the Etab, you can use this command. And if you want to export something from this model, you can use this. You can also create your own report, and you can capture photos, and you can provide the project information in here and all of these. The next is about the edit, which different commands are available, which is the, for example, the cut command, copy, paste, which you already know, and there are different other commands which we'll be using in this course, which is the mostly used commands are the replicate command, the edit frame command, the edit shell command. These are the very used commands which we'll be using in this course. The next about the view, you want to how you want to view the model in your tab. For example, if I click on this set view plane, so you can set your plane. You want to use plane of story 2, 1, 4, 5. You can do that. Right. And if you want to see only, for example, this is the four-story building, and you want to check a ramp or anything, and you want to see only one story, and you can go to the view, click on the set building view limits, and you can select the option. For example, you want to see the base, and you want to see only story 1, click on OK. So only the one story will be visible to you, and after that, you want to display all of this. Again, you have to go to this set building view limits and show all, and all of the whole story will be visible. Right. The next is about the set grid system visibility. If you do not want to see the grids that is visible in your screen, you want to make it disappear, you have to click on this set grid visibility, and the grids will be disappear from your view. And again, if you want to see it again, you have to click on this, so the grids will be available again. Right, so there are many other options. For example, if you want to see the render view of this building, you can click on this show render view, and it will give you a render view of your building, which it will give you a excluded view of your proposed structural building. Right. Next is about the define, which will be using, I'm not going into detail. And next is the draw, which we'll be using time to time in our modeling of a proposed building, and the, how you will use the select commands and assign commands, analyze, display, design. And if you are interested in the detailing, you can also go to the detailing options, and you can define your own settings in there. Right. So if you want to draw a beam, you can click on this draw and click on this beam and draw the beam / column braces in plane. And this is the another way, but there is a shortcut as well. Now we have to click on this. So this is the option which you have to draw the beam, column, braces. And these are the different other options. For example, draw quick columns, and this is the draw secondary beams, and this is for the braces. You can select it from here. You can also go to select from the draw options. Right. So this was the a little brief introduction to the Etab, but we will not be going into detail of this because it will take a lot of time. but I will assume that most of you know these commands, but if you don't know, so we'll be using in this in our proposed modeling of our structure. The next about the safe, which is the same interface as to the Etab. I'm using the safe version 12. And again, if you click on this new model, so again, this new template will appear and you have to select the desired, for example, this E2 is slab, and you have to click on OK. So this system will appear. And again, these options are the same: file, edit, view, define. And there's a bit difference between the tabs and safe, because in etab normally it is used for the design of the frame elements, which is the beam columns, and normally the slabs are designed in the safe. But now in the latest version, the safe slab and the foundation you can also design in the etabs as well, right? So this was the a brief introduction to the safe and etab. So we will now go towards our second part, which is the modeling of the proposed 14-story building, right? So before starting this method one, which is the direct import of the grid lines and column lines from the CAD file into the ETAB, and how you can quickly draw your model within 1 hour, within 20 minutes, or within 5 minutes, you can say, right? So before starting this, let me show you the case study model, or you can say the building, which will be designed and modeled in our ETAB. That first of all, the first thing you will do in your design is you have to understand the architecture drawing very accurately, right? And after understanding this, we have to start the modeling. Before understanding the architecture drawings and you have started the modeling of your proposed building, so you will face a lot of difficulties there. So this is my recommendation and advice to all of you, that first of all, you have to study the architecture drawings and then move towards the modeling and the design of your proposed building. So this is our 14-story building, in which architect will give you two things. The first one is the plan, in which he will show the grid lines, column locations, and the second one is the cross section, in which you will get the information about the building story height and the different other information. If you are interested, you can also ask the architect that we have taken the cross section in this. So I want the cross section in this direction, in here, in here. Whenever you have confusion or you want clarity in your section, you may ask the architect to give you that section, right? So we have this 14-story building in which we have two basements. In previous courses, we have included one basement. So on the request of the many students, we have now included two basements. But some students, they have requested me to include 3 or 4 basements. But the design pattern, and if you learn the design of the two basements, one basement, all the procedure for the two basement, three basements are the same. Just you have to follow the steps. So this is the basement 2 plan, which is the parking area, in which we have this grids, which is the 14, 12, 15, 15. This is the X direction. And in the Y direction, we have the 10 number of grid lines, in which the maximum width is 20 feet. And this is the ramp, which is shown by the arrow that is going up. This is our lift, which is 10 plus 10 feet. These are the stairs. And at the other corner, we have stairs and the lift again 10 plus 10. So this is our first plane. The next is the basement 1 plane, in which again the ramp is going up. It means that from the ground we will coming down in here, and again the basement, from the basement 1 we will go down again into the basement 2. Right, so this is the basement 1 plane, and the next is about the ground floor, in which we have shops, right? And this is actually the projection of the ramp, and you see from the plane of the ground floor, right? And this is the first floor, in which we have again shops, right? And the next is from the second floor to top floor, which are the offices, right? So this is the case study, or you can say the proposed building, which will be modeling in design in our course. So moving towards the method one, which is the about the direct import of the grid lines, or you can say the columns, from the CAD file. So the first step is to draw the grid lines or in CAD file or columns at the desired location. And if it is not given by the architect, then you have to give your the engineer. So you have to give proper location to the columns and draw the grid lines by the drafting or by yourself. And then you have to give proper layer name to the grids and columns. And then you have to save it as a DXF file and remove the remaining items in order to export this file into the Etab, right? So remember that most of the students, they have seen different videos on the YouTube that they have learned how to import the grid lines or columns into the Etab, but they have shown different errors. This is because that during the importation of the DXF file, remember that to import this DXF file in Etab in the same story in which is currently open. It means that if you want to, for example, you have opened your plane. This is, for example, story one. You open your story one plane. So when you are importing the XF file into the Etab, you must select story one during the importation, which I will show you how you will do that. If you have opened story one in the plane, but you are selecting another story in the importation tab, then it will give you an error. It will not be properly imported into Etab. So how do you do that? First of all, that you have to eliminate all the other things which is not needed in the importation, the grids or the column. For example, if I want to import the grid lines, so I will use the command. For example, this is the layer which is G, is grid. I will click on the layer ISO and I will select these grids. So these grid lines are selected. I layer ISO, so I will select these and I will click on the shift control C and I will select click on anywhere and I will open a new line and I will control V, click anywhere and then Z space A space, so it will be visible to you. So now you have to make an arrangement for this. Delete these lines and leave only the grid lines. Right, remove this line as well. So now this is the grid. So now is it, my voice is clear? Hello? हेलो, चलो जी ठीक है, तो आप दिया करें. So I was talking about the grid lines that you have to specify the origin. Let me keep this near the origin, right? And copy this 29. Right, so this is now the grid we have settled for the importation into the Etab.
Screen share करें सर जी screen share नहीं
आप शेयर हो गए? Should we continue?
Yes, sir.
चले जी. So you have the grids for the importation into the Etab. So the next is that you have to save this file as a DXF file. Click on this icon and click on the save as. Select the DXF file, AutoCAD 2013, and name it as grid line for column and save it. Now remember that when you save this and when you try to import this Etab, this file into the Etab, and you have opened this DXF file in the AutoCAD, so it will give you an error. So you have to cross this. Again, it will ask you to save it. You have to click on yes. I think there is no light in here, so there's quite an issue in the internet. So now the screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So you have to click on this close icon, and again you have to select the grid lines for column to override this and click on save. Yes. So now after closing that file, you have to go to the Etab, click on this new model, save it now, and keep this as default. Click on OK because we are using the ACI code. Now in here you have to do not have to change anything in here, but you have to change the number of stories, and the story height was 11 in our case. I will show you in the cross section, and click on this blank and click on OK. Right. So after that, you have to go to the file, click on the import, and click on this DXF/DWG file of architecture plan. Right. Click on this, and after that you have to go to the desired folder, and you have to select that file you have saved, for example this grid lines for columns. And now remember that I have opened the story 14, so you have to select story 14 in here and click on OK. So this grid line will be imported into the Etab. Now it's the job is very easy. How do you design or the model your proposed building? The light is here. Give me a second, please. So now the job for the engineer is very easy. All you have to do is to draw the grid line. For example, you can draw the column. For example, let me go to the draw beam column and click on this draw pick columns command, right? And you can click anywhere in this grid, right? So the column will be drawn, but it is not the Etab grid, it is the architecture grid, and you want to convert this grid into the Etab grid, which is very important because you cannot use different tools available, commands available in the Etab. All you have to do is to convert these grids into the Etab grids. So for that, you have to go to the Model Explorer. For example, if the Model Explorer is not available, so how do you show this Model Explorer? Let me cross this, and you have to go to the option, and I'm very sorry for the inconvenience of the connection, but now it is stable because the light is here. So how do you convert this architecture grid into the Etab grid? You have to, first of all, show the Model Explorer. After that, you have to go to the display and click on this model windows, click on this, make it extended, and click on this architecture layer, and this is the G, which is the layer of this grid lines which we have defined in the, or you have defined in the AutoCAD. So all you have to do is to right click on this G layer and click on this add grid, right? So now the architectural grid has been defined. Now, how do you confirm this? You have to go to the option, click on this architecture plane option, and let us deselect this and click on it. So now the architecture grid has been deselected, and now these grids are the Etab grids. Right now, you can use the quick commands. Let me use this to draw this, for example, draw beams. And if I move this cursor and make a window or the grids, it will draw all of the beams in one click. When you do not define or convert the architecture grids into the Etab grids, then it will not happen whatever I have did in this 2 seconds ago. Similarly, for using, for example, this is the quick draw columns, and if you move the window or this grids, so it will draw all of your columns in one click, right? You can also see the elevations. If you draw the, for example, this is the elevation, we have drawn this of the 14th story, right? Similarly, you can draw the quick slab. For example, this is for the quick draw floor and walls, and you can draw the slab in one click, right? So this is how the right. So now the connection is stable, light is here, or is my voice clear right now? Right. So in this way, you can draw the architectural building into the Etab. You can convert the architecture grid into the Etab grid, and you can draw your proposed building very quickly, right? The next method, and you can do the same for the importation of the columns, which I have done. All you have to do is to make this, for example, let me lay an ISO, and you have to isolate the columns which we have specified in the architecture, and again you have to import those columns into the Etab as well, right? So how do you do that? So let me show that again. This is our columns, and this is, I think this is the block. So let me delete that H. And let me explore that. So now this is a rectangle, and let me delete these stairs. You can also, this is actually a group. You have to select this and group. Now this is the wall. Now again you have to select this, Control Shift, Control C, click on it, again new file, Control V, click anywhere, Z space, A space, and keep this near to this. So now this is the columns. For example, if you have a very irregular structure, for example, let me draw it here. For example, like this type of structure, and you cannot draw proper grid lines for this. So the only possible solution is to place your columns in there, and then you have to import these column plan into the tabs, and then you can draw your beam slabs accordingly. Right? So again, we will save this as column plans DXF. Right, so we will go to the, again, you do not have to save this, and click on the new. Again, the same procedure you will follow, and you will write it down as 14. This is 11. Click blank. Okay. Now again, go to the plane. For example, I want to import this into the story 1, and go to the file, import. This is the architecture plan again, and click on this column plan DXF. Select the story 1 because I've opened the plan of story 1. Okay. Now the column plans for the proposed building has been imported. Now, how do you convert these columns into the column of the Etab? You can draw it manually. For example, click on this draw quick columns, and you can go and click on the joint of each column, and it will be drawn accurately. Right? For example, you have to select the complete columns, and let me show another window. You can see it is drawn only in one story because I have selected one story, but you can draw it in all story by selecting this command all story. And if you draw one column in here, so it will be drawn in all of the stories, just like that, right? But it will be a very laborious job if you draw one by one each column in the architecture, because if you are very large building irregulars, it will become very difficult job. The possible and easiest way is same for the just we did for the columns, that you have to go for the architecture layers, and the columns or in the layer walls, you have to click on the wall, right click, and add column object, and you will see that the column will be drawn using the architectural columns in the all stories because we have selected all stories. Right? So in just one click, you can draw your columns from one story to the top story. Now you have the columns, you can draw your beams. Right? This is the column join. You can draw your columns accordingly in all stories in one story, and whichever is feasible for you. You can also import the columns plus grid as well if you are interested. but I have shown you the method for the both. If you want to separately import only grids, or you want to import only columns, right? So this was the whole story about the method one, in which we have done these 4 points, and then you have to save the file and start the modeling in Etab using the architecture drawings, right? The next method is to use the quick draw templates of the Etabs, and we will do that after the next part. Let me end this session because we have time less than 1 minute. So I will again share a new link and then we will continue our session.